सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Friends, we are now starting 9th chapter. Yes, I'm going to try and complete all 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita by 9th July. I'm going to try, I'm not sure. We had a great gap of 3 days and I'm still with my corrections of my last work. But let's see. This 9th chapter is going to take us a little deeper into a mortal nature. We are going to tap a few other qualities in a human being, that of faith, worship, love, devotion. These are deeper qualities. Yes, we are going to touch a little deeper qualities in us. Faith. Faith is the quality. Worship is methodology. Love and devotion is the way of doing it. So it's the style. Let's use words which are more familiar to us. But let's say, so in order to understand spirit and matter both, we need to individually have knowledge of spirit as well as knowledge of matter. Now, acquiring knowledge of spirit is pursuing pure knowledge, which you call Jnana, Shuddha Jnana or Atma Jnana. And when you try to acquire the worldly knowledge, the knowledge which is needed for you to survive well in the world, the normal day-to-day knowledge, that is called Vijnana. So, Jnana plus Vijnana, that is matter, knowledge of spirit plus knowledge of matter, totally is going to give you the royal knowledge or the supreme knowledge. Now, the qualities of this royal knowledge, the supreme knowledge, is basically, it is a royalty. It's a royal. I won't say royalty, it's royal. It's lordly. Then it's also secretive. If you are curious, it helps. Then it's also pure. It's pure. It is the best. It is everlasting. It is fruitful. It gives you quick results. And it is righteous. It doesn't make you go wrong. Wrong in behavior, wrong in speech, wrong in many things. Then it's also easy to follow. Now friends, it's not like algebra and calculus and geometry and trigonometry or dissection and these things. It's all these qualities, all the knowledge has the same elements to pursue it. It's just that it's not done on a physical level, it's more to do on the intellectual level. And so it can be done when you are all by yourself. So it's this pure knowledge is called Rajvidya. Now you can call it supreme knowledge, you can call it knowledge of God, you can call whatever you want, but this is there. And this knowledge, that is the knowledge of spirit. Now we need faith. It is faith based. Now what is faith? Now automatically somebody will want to know what is faith. So try and accept what is not directly seen to the eyes. Normally we try to see what is there before us and we accept it. And then all of us have that's a unanimous agreement that a rose is pink or rose is red. So it's a unanimously accepted fact. Now for us to accept something which is not seen, this dimension is called faith. Now we need to inculcate it. We need to develop this. It is it's just trying to see beyond the seen. So it's because the mind is very curious. We normally tend to go beyond the seen. Even today, for us to try and trace even cures for things like cancer and terminating illnesses, it is because we are able to see beyond the seen. We are trying to see beyond the seen. And when we reach there, you realize either that is manifested or you have traced it, or it was already existing. So it is actually the faith is going to take you into a world which is not seen but is not proved not to be there. It is yet not proved that it is not there. So faith is going to take you to that dimension. So we need it, and it is there in us. It just needs to be tapped. Now this is going to help us. Now I'll give one good example. Now we cannot see electricity, but we can see when it passes through the bulb, and then you switch it on and there is light. So we are able to then see the light. So similarly, something like that, we will take this example because for me also this example has cleared a few doubts. Just as a bulb is a good conductor of electricity, similarly, mortal human being and the world of matter is good conductor of spiritual energy. Now, what spreads with the electricity bulb is light. We all need light to fight against the darkness. Now, what is the spiritual energy going to benefit us from? The light of knowledge. That means we will start seeing the same world in a new light, more clearly. Knowledge is a beautiful dimension and which mortals are familiar with. It is not an unseen factor, unknown factor. So that knowledge is going to make you see the world in a new light. And just as this electricity bulb is going to drive away darkness and make you see the world in the same room, the same study books and all in a new light. For example, I need plenty of light if I have to study or read. If the dull light, dim light, I am unable to pursue my studies. So we are closer to this. So that let's just take it that we are good conductors of spiritual energy. Now, just as the bulb has one of the bulb has the capacity to radiate 2000 volt of energy, and some others have just about power of 60 volt of energy. So something similar. So we also, some of us have the capacity to radiate spiritual energy of a higher potential, and some have a capacity to radiate a smaller potential. And the higher the capacity that you can have to radiate this is going to have probably a different reason in the world, but that is going to take you more closer to the understanding of the spiritual knowledge. So let's be good conductors of spiritual energy. Now, the greater, the better conductor you are of spiritual energy, the more closely you will be related with the word yogi. So you will be called a yogi. Yoga is just uniting two factors. Like here you have electricity and bulb. They have got united. Similarly, for us, the matter and spirit, when there is more capacity of letting the spirit pass through us, then we are going to be better conductors of spiritual energy, and then we will be going closer to the familiar word of a yogi. So this is in short, in brief, as simple as we could make it. And now, if a bulb breaks, we recreate a new bulb, obviously, but it does not terminate the application of energy, the electricity. The electricity still continues to exist. Something similar, the spirit around exists and it continues to exist. And the bulb, the conductor, the matter which conducts the energy, is a good conductor of energy, which sort of passes the energy, that may end. It is a perishable material. That's why we call it matter. We are made of matter. so that matter perishes, and but the energy continues to exist. Now this is the closest we can go to understand what is the nature of spirit and nature of matter of which we are made. Now the presiding state of spirit, its nature, like light, it is to manifest. Now what is the precise nature? It can be passed through the mortal, just as electricity can pass through the light, but through the bulb. But the bulb doesn't exist in electricity. So we cannot pass the bulb through electricity. I mean, it doesn't create a new, what should I call it, a new result. So something like that we have to understand, that spirit can be accommodated and passed through a mortal, but not necessarily that the mortal matter exists in the spirit. Now, these two elements make a good, such combined knowledge can give us, as I told you, what is known as the royal knowledge. Okay, we have just used that. Now, what quality we need to make acquisition of or acquire pure knowledge? We need the quality of faith. Faith is what we need. Now, as I have defined already, faith is to accept, start accepting the unseen till it proves that it truly does not exist. You start accepting it. Now you need to have this faith. Now you can have faith in many things. You can have faith in a doctor. Let's say you have a faith in doctor. It's not an unknown quality. One has faith in doctor. The doctor can make you well. Or you have faith in medicine. Or you have faith in education. So faith is not an unknown quality. It is a known quality. We just now need to have it in something which is not seen and proved that it is there by yourself. It may be proved by others for themselves, but for yourself you need to have faith to start proving the unseen. And as you will start, it will start leading you. And then through experiences in the world, you start coming to an understanding whether that spirit exists or not. So unless it does not prove otherwise, you continue to work towards it with the quality of faith. Now, faith is just a quality, the virtue in you. But the method that you need is worship. It is a method. So you have to learn, you have to use the art of worship or the method of worship. Like you say, you have to study, or you have to have faith in studies, but then you have to get enrolled in educational institutes and you get yourself knowledge and whatever. So you are working towards it. So that's a methodology. You take up a course or complete it, whatever it is. Similarly, something like that, we need to have faith in a spirit, and then you need to learn to worship it, because that's the only way it will help you to understand or go to the final nth state of what is lying beyond the scene. And now when you also take that two more conditions come. And what are these conditions? That they should be either love bound or devotion bound. So these two are going to help you to make that worship, method worship, attain success. So there are 4 qualities which we should try to nourish in us. The one is faith, that needs to be nourished by worship, and worship needs to be nourished by love and devotion. And These four are going to make you really reach the nth state, and you will get the knowledge which is called pure knowledge. The knowledge of matter, it enhances. Once you have this, that's going to grow. That's going to grow. It's going to come to you as you need it. Whenever you need the knowledge of matter, it's going to come to you. And the knowledge of spirit, which is called the pure knowledge, that is what we need to really go for in the world. Now, this element of worship is actually the thread which binds the matter and spirit. The worship element is like a thread which binds the matter and spirit. But the quality in that is, the more it gets bound to spirit, the more qualities of spirit you will start obtaining. So right now I am more of matter, and I know by worshipping of my Guru, I have faith that my Guru is God. So with that faith, I'm going to enhance this worship to a point when I will probably start gaining all the qualities of, hope so, a Guru. This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune. See if you like it, let me know. Thank you so much.